Just thought I'd follow a suggestion and make a video of my museum room. I'll start with this little bit. This is all buses and bus timetables. Now, pretty self-explanatory. We have at the back a Buy British Toys bus. That was a 1980s kids toy. These are all scale models of real buses. Yorkshire Rider, National Express Repeat. There's a couple of old Uniteds there. Old London bus, I actually found that in a garden. We have Calderdale, Lancashire, Yorkshire Rider, Stockton. Old bus timetables there. Cleveland Transit bus tickets. And a couple of canvases at the back as well. These are slightly older. Fossils. There's Gryphea ammonites. There's a coral there. The actual rock at the back full of them. That is actually a mineral. The square one is a mineral. Begins with a K. I think it's some sort of quartz or something. Right, these are enamel shop signs. Stevens ink, Jay's fluid. A couple of garden finds. This is Action Men figures. There's a little metal plane there. That is actually a chalk thing, possibly for pool. He-Man. There's a Rubik's Cube there. National Record of Achievement. Anyone remember those? Rubik's Cube there, Trivial Pursuit. There's a load of marbles. Butterfly stamp there. Now we've got a few books. We've got Ladybird books, Read It Yourself series. They were about in the 70s and 80s. We've got Munch Bunch and Mr. Men. A couple of Ladybird books there. We've now got Beano, Whizzer and Chips, Dandy, Topper, Sparky, Victor, 2000 AD, Battle Action Force. Quite a few there, comics. We've got annuals for most of those as well, and monthly issues. We've got Sparky, that was 1967 one. Beano and Beezer. Bobby Bear, that was issued in 1940, that one. I've got quite a few VHS old cartoons. There's a He-Man book there. What a Mess. We've got Fraggle Rock. Okay to say no, that was actually issued for the schools, that one. Find 50 and I Spy. Also got Observers there. Some Remember When things from the Gazette. Picture Goer, that's 1946. There's an old map there as well. Now moving on to machines, music and computers. That's what's left of a 48K Spectrum tape. I used to actually have a Spectrum as well. We've got a Ghetto Blaster. That actually still works apart from the tape deck. We've got mini disc there. 2 VHS machines. Now this is an original reel-to-reel cassette recorder. I've only got one reel for it at the minute, but it works. Very old this. No buttons on that thing, all manual. Got 8-track tapes. This is supposedly switched on, but these came out after reel to reel. And we've got normal tape decks and cassette tapes. There's a lot of Millennium stuff here. Party hats, streamers, carrier bags. There's a blow up hammer there as well. Now I've got a lot of newspapers. Now these ones are all to do with the royals, Princess Diana, Prince William's birth, coronation of the Queen 1953. I've got a couple of local stuff, Infinity Bridge, there's a Herald Post, they don't make that anymore. A couple of normal, like older papers, like 1978, that was the year I was born. There's a few from then. Falklands War, 1982. There's one from 1986 there, just after Chernobyl happened. Got loads from the Millennium, that's the Gazette issue, year 2000. Got a roof tile there from Redlands, that's now a housing estate. Old style net curtains. Never see them nowadays, do you? 10-piece Space Raiders. Now we've got some floppies. Original 5-inch floppies from the 80s. Still in the box, unopened. Now here we have some stuff from the shops. You remember those Jif things? Little Jif lemon things? We've got some crisp packets, very old crisp packets at that. That's Thin Jims, that's 19... I think won't focus. That's 2001, that one. Chipsticks. Date on that is 1985. Mr. Porky's, 92. Some peanuts there, KP peanuts. 23rd July 1983. Some more crisps there, 1999. And there's a remains of a Quick Save carrier bag there, and Quick Save no frills crisps, ready salted. I think they were 5p a packet. Muller Fruit Corner, you don't see many of them about. I think that's a recent one, but don't see the fruit ones anymore. I just kept this because it's got plastic cotton buds in and they don't make them anymore. Plastic straws, they're getting banned, so they'll be a museum piece. Got a newspaper there from 2000, Daily Star. 78 records. Needs ironing as well, this one. Quite a few old 78s there. And now on to the coins. Quite a lot of coins. That's a half farthing, 1844. Quite a few farthings. Mostly chronological. There's nothing extraordinary in these. It's just date order, whichever dates I could get hold of. So these are all farthings. And we're obsolete in 1956. The old Roman coin in that one. 350 AD, some half pennies or pennies, whatever they are, from 1800, and then your normal half pennies. And that's pretty much every half penny up to 1967 when they changed to the small half penny. We've got the big pennies from the 1860s right through to 1967. There are some missing because they didn't actually issue them because of the needing metal for the war effort. Then we've got the old sixpences. Sorry, no, these are the old 3p, which the new pound coin is based on. They started off silver and then they made the brass ones. The last brass one they issued was 1967. Got the shillings. Some people might actually remember spending shillings because they were legal tender until 1993, and they became 5p. We've got the sixpence. That was valid until 1971. We've got the 2 shillings. Now, 2 shillings could still be spent until the new 10p came out in 1993. So they were still being spent with the big 10p's. We've got half crown. They went out in 1971. We've got the big crowns, like the royal special ones. And then we're on to the decimal coins. The little half p. Last one there was 1984. Got normal penny. Got 2p. We've got the old pound note, which expired in 1983. The big 5p's, which changed in 1992. There's an old £10 there. There's an old £5 there. New 5p's. Big 10p's. Small and new 10p's. Got all the 20p's there. There's actually a 1986 20p, which you don't actually get in circulation. Big 50p's, remember the one with the hands on it? All the little 50p's. Tried to get one for every year there. All new Peter Rabbit ones, etc. The old pound coins. I've got a few £2 there as well. And that's pretty much all of the retro room. Thank you for watching. If I get any more stuff, I will post that as well.